Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to a video now. I'm going to be talking about GLOOMWOOD. I've actually basically finished the game as of so far, the beta or early access. As I've handed in the seal. Now, before I get into any spoilers, I will say this game is, okay, this is not really spoilers, just kind of a cool place. Oh, that's pretty cool, I didn't notice that. But I will say without a doubt this game is worth your time, worth, I don't know if it's worth the money. Maybe if it's like £8, like $10 I think it's worth. I only got like 7-8 hours of playtime. But I must say that I was on easy mode, and I also kind of ran through the game a bit quick. There's probably some extra stuff that I haven't fully done. But I'd say I've probably like 70-80% of finished this game. And it is definitely a really good game. I really like it. You can get guns. You can. I didn't even know this, by the way, until like literally an hour ago. You can press shift to flip this around, and you got all this other stuff that you can see what it does and whatever the hell. It's just really cool. The journal is really sick too. You can hold C weapons and move a bit quicker. Research, if you're after you research everything, you get a little passive buff from them. The files, literally everything in the entire game is here. For the guys that want all of that, you know what I mean? It's pretty dope. Boom. I mean, literally everything is here. Any document. So if you didn't read something properly, oh, here you go. Maps, you know, tons of maps here. Floor 1, bottom floor. Here, look at that. That's a treasure map that I never caught. Then here's all the keys. That's exactly where they go. I mean, status effects, the symptoms is probably for later in the game. This only really changes once your health changes. My mind never changed. I don't think that's in the game yet, but that's my money. But yeah, there's some stuff that is not in the game currently. I would at least presume. But even then, I still think this is an amazing game. I'm really fun. Like, I really enjoy playing this game a lot. And seriously, I must say that I would heavily recommend this game if you like horror or you should like a good exploration game there with some spine-chilling moments. Because I definitely like shit myself tons playing this game. Yeah, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm on the easiest mode because I'm quite a bad player. But even though I'm not even joking, for most of my playthrough, I'd say 95% of everything I killed was with my sword. I literally boxed like the boss enemy or some boss enemies with my sword only. You can definitely do that even on hard mode, I'm pretty sure. But even then, I was still so scared of these bosses. Like, it just made them really horrifying, I would say. I mean, overall, it's just a good game. I would heavily recommend it. The inventory system is pretty nice. I wish you could increase it a bit earlier. And I mean, I kind of wish there was a bit more spaces that I could get as of right now. Apparently, when you first start off, you only have a 6x4, then you can get a 7x5, and apparently they're going to be adding an 8x6, which, if my math is correct, 7x5 is 35, and then a 4x8 is, no, 6x8 is 48, so that's like a 12 slot increase, which is going to be crazy. They're also probably going to, you can research animals to get, to like understand what they do and whatnot, or you can make, buff things, like you can buff yourself for a limited amount of time where you like turn it into that animal, or if you research all of the body parts of that animal, you'll be able to unlock a permanent passive buff, which is really hype. Like for example, I will not be able to jump this high. In this area you can jump a little bit higher naturally, but you won't be able to jump this high unless you have a passive buff from one of the enemies. And there's also this like the teleportation area, so there's decent fast travel in this game. I mean, I don't really have any complaints about this game. I feel like some stuff maybe should be a bit more explicitly stated. But otherwise, I think the game is great. And I would really recommend it. So yeah. Also, the story isn't like the best thing ever. But what I really like is that when you first see like characters. Well, there's only like one character really, the merchant. But like if you should look at the enemy characters who like are trying to kill you, you'll hear them like actually have conversations at one, and it's like kind of hype. I can't lie, I really like how you can hear them and they say whatever the hell. But yeah, also the sword is mad OP. I like how the ring is designed. So if you have the ring, you can see depending on how bright it is, how visible you are. For example, when I'm moving, it's bright. Boom, it's less. I don't know why it's when I'm crouched it's not less, but like for example, if I was to go into like a shadow here, boom, gone. Even an enemy from there cannot see me. If I was here, they can maybe see me. Also, I think it's a bit goofy how even if you're moving like this, you're still somewhat seen. It's a bit goofy how you're in. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Also, I really like the leaning. That's another thing I quite like. And yeah, I don't have much else to say. My only biggest complaint is that I wish there was a bit more variation on difficulty. For example, on gameplay, the biggest thing that changes is turning on quick saves, because you only have that on the easiest mode. No other mode has that, but you can turn it on if you want, but you cannot change modes at all. And another thing I do not like is that you cannot, like, there's no more difficulty customization. For example, in a game called Control, about like a girl being like experimented on, or things like there's some powers and whatnot. No, she has red hair. What I really liked in that game is that even if you're the world's worst player, you could just change the difficulty settings to give yourself infinite HP or infinite something else, or you take 2 times more damage, or the enemies have 2 times more HP. I really like that. I would wish this game has something similar. I don't know how they'd implement it, but again, more accessibility is always a good thing. The game also runs pretty well, as you guys can see I'm running at 58 frames. Now obviously I'm at quite a small resolution to do this, but again, I actually record all the games I play on, so the fact that I can record this game at a pretty decent quality while also getting pretty good frames is, you know, a pretty good sign. But yeah, overall I would definitely say this game's probably, as of right now, if we're talking about everything into account, disregarding this game is in early access, probably like a 7.5 or 7 out of 10. But considering it's early access, there's like a 9 out of 10. I mean, the potential's there. It's a really, really good game. And yeah, I would maybe not recommend it now, but wishlist it and better remember it for a couple years, because the development is a little slow, no cut. But yeah, pretty dope game. Heavily recommend. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.